What's up, my self-stars? This your girl Monica back again with another video. Alright guys, so I'm actually going to do a cooking tutorial for you guys. I know I only did one before a few months back, as you remember. Actually, I don't know why I kept saying it was boneless skinless chicken breast. Actually, it was boneless skinless chicken thighs that I made that time. But that's okay. Without further ado, we're going to get started. I'm actually going to start with some fried pork chops for tonight. That's going to be tonight's dinner. I'm going to also make some white rice or macaroni and cheese. I don't know which one I'm going to decide yet. And I'm also going to make some asparagus. So I want you guys to stay tuned. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. Like I always say, baby, it costs you nothing. It's free 99 and anything is free. It's okay with me, okay? So, you already know we about to get started. I already washed my hands and stuff, so no need to go into detail about that, because I am playing, I don't play that. But, alright guys, so let's get started. I'm going to tilt the camera back up for you guys. So you guys should just kind of see what I got going on. So, as you can see, I'm not playing no music or whatever in the background. Just because, you know, this is just a cooking tutorial, so I'm just going to show you guys what I like to do. Right, so these are my pork chops. We already kind of opened them up because we already kind of made pork chops the other night. But this night we actually going to fry these. So these are pork loin, Seneca bone-in pork chops. You can get these at Pathmark or Aldi's or, you know, wherever you get your meat from. You can even go to Costco's or, you know, if you live in New Jersey or whatever, you can pretty much buy from anywhere. So I have 4 pork chops that I'm going to cook. All of them have a little bone, so this is how the pork chop looks. I got 4 of them, so I'm just basically going to toss this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually wash them. So I'm just going to do that part. You have to wash your meat now. I don't know about other people, but I like to wash my meat. Gotta wash it. Gotta wash it, people. It's still cold outside. Okay. So, now that I've washed my meat, what I'm also going to do, I'm going to throw this bag in the garbage because it has the stuff on it. So, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to actually take a piece of paper towel and kind of just pat dry the pork chops. Because you don't want them too wet or whatever. Only because I'm going to fry them. So, you kind of don't want them, like, you know, too, whatchamacallit. So, I'm just patting them dry. You know, just kind of wiping up the plate as well. Just pat them dry. You know, you don't got to go crazy. Because it's only 4 of them. So, they're going to cook pretty fast. Alright, so for the seasonings that I'm going to use today, I'm actually going to show you guys. Okay, so I'm going to use my adobo. I showed you guys this before in the last video that I did. I actually showed you guys that I used adobo. Also, I'm going to use my table salt. My garlic salt, sorry. This is Supreme Tradition. You can get this from ShopRite. They're only like $1 and some change maybe. And then I also got my salt blend. Definitely need that because this is a good seasoning that you can put on pork chops, chicken, steak, fish, whatever you like, you know. It's kind of like an all-around type of seasoning. So what we're going to do to get started. Oh, and also I'm going to show you guys. This is my flour that I'm going to be frying my pork chops in. It's the bowling basket. You can get this from ShopRite. So that's pretty good as well. I do like this flour. I don't really have a preference when it comes to flours and things like that. So now that I basically, you know, showed you guys all my ingredients I'm going to use, let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my adobo and I'm going to season my meat. And with pork chops, you can kind of turn it like on both sides. I know I haven't did a cooking tutorial for you guys in a long time. I only did that one. I definitely want to keep the cooking tutorials coming for you guys, but I really don't cook that much only because my dad does most of the cooking. So tonight I say, you know what, I'm going to cook and I'm just going to let him relax, you know, because it ain't nothing wrong with taking turns. We both like to cook, so it's not like, you know, oh, you got to cook or you got to cook. It ain't like that with us. So also I'm going to take my garlic salt, as you guys can see. And with this, you don't want to go too crazy. Just a little bit, kind of even it out on both sides. Kind of just want to sprinkle it as you're doing it. And that's pretty much it. Go both sides, both sides. Then you want to go over this side. I kind of want to put a little bit more adobo on this side because I didn't really, you know, I didn't really get a chance to do that. All right. So now that my meat is all seasoned, now I'm gonna start to put my oil on. Let me just turn you guys around here. Hold on. All right, just make sure you guys are facing my stove, okay? So now, guys, what I'm gonna do, just to kind of show you guys what I got going on, I'm gonna show you guys how I pour my oil, how much oil that I use, and you guys is gonna see now. Also, the oil that I'm gonna use tonight is gonna be the Bowl and Basket 100% vegetable oil. This is really, really good oil because, you know, basically, it's 100%, 100% vegetable. So, you know, it's a really good oil, and it doesn't have too much cholesterol in it. You know how some oils have like too much percentages of fat and cholesterol and stuff. So we don't really fry too much in my house. So it's kind of a good thing. So it kind of works out for us. And I'm just going to show you guys the amount of oil that I use. Like I said, it's only 4 pork chops. But this is the amount of oil that I actually use. So you guys can see. So that's that. I might put a little bit more just to kind of, you know, even out that brownness on both sides. So that's pretty much good. That's good enough. Then what we're going to do is we're going to preheat our stove. And once you pretty much do this, I'm sorry guys, I'm getting a little tongue tied. Once you do this or whatever, you basically kind of just want to put it on high at first, just so your oil can cook. I don't know why I grabbed this one and I had the other one right here. I'm so crazy, y'all. But yeah guys, so that's pretty much it what we're going to do for that. Kind of just want to preheat your oven and kind of have it, you know, well, your stove. I shouldn't say your oven, but your stove. You pretty much just want to preheat your stove and kind of go in and let your oil, you know, do its trick. Let your oil heat up. So I'm just wiping down the stove a little bit. As you guys can see, my kitchen is clean, so nobody be in the comments like, oh, she's cooking, but her kitchen isn't that clean. No, baby, my kitchen is clean. Okay. So yeah guys, so that was just a little jokey joke, I'm playing. But yeah, so back to the matter of hand, situation of hand. So we just basically prepping our oil right now. And I'm kind of just gonna go in and just, you know, just kind of wipe my stove down, because when that oil start popping, baby, that oil starts popping, okay? So that's that. Then what I'm also gonna do, I'm trying to debate on what I should do, guys. I don't know what kind of size should I do. Comment down below on what kind of size would you normally use to make like fried pork chops. Like normally I do rice because it's simple. I can do Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben's is also a good rice because it's original. You already know it came from us. And you know, you can't go wrong with white rice. Like period. Like period, poo. So you can't go wrong with rice. And also I'm trying to debate. I really want to do asparagus. So I'm going to show you guys what kind of vegetable I'm going to do. Well, you know what? Let me see here. Yeah, I don't want no okra tonight. So yeah, so we're going to just do the asparagus. Because you know that's quick, that's easy. The asparagus that I'm going to use tonight is going to be Superior fresh asparagus. You can get this at your local grocery store. You get this from Aldi's. You also get it from ShopRite, them type of stores. I wouldn't say Whole Foods because it's not organic or nothing like that, and it's not a Whole Foods brand. So yeah. So we're gonna do that. So while our oil is actually heating up, let me take you guys back over. Okay, hold on, let me just prop up the camera. Yeah, I just want to fix you guys up because okay, all right. So now that we doing this, I'm actually going to show you guys how I basically prepare my flour. So this is what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flour and then I'm kind of just going to dump it a little bit. Not too much. You don't have to go too crazy because you know flour, it does get messy. And it does get messy really quick. So you kind of just want to take your hands and kind of go in. And kind of just, you know, like roll it around the flour without kind of making a mess. I'm a little clumsy, so it's a little different for me. I don't know. It's just a natural instinct. I'm clumsy. I can't help it. My dad tell me all the time I'm clumsy. So, right, Cleety? You tell me I'm clumsy all the time.
Yeah.
See, he agreed with me. Comment down below if your parent know you clumsy as hell and they tell you to your face. Okay, guys. That was just a little jokey joke. Alright, so this is what we doing. This is what we got going on now. Like I said, it does get a little messy. So this is how your pork chops should look. Nice and coated. Even so. Like so. Let me just bring it a little closer so you guys can see. The flour fell a little bit, but that's okay. It's going to get a little messy because you're cooking. So our oil, I don't know why I get so tongue-tied when I say that. Comment down below if you say something like once or twice, but then you kind of like, you get tongue-tied with what you're saying. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just a natural instinct for me because I'm forever getting tongue-tied when I say something. It's crazy. But I'll be okay. But anywho, so yeah, people, we just basically, this is how you want your pork chops to look. Let me just show you guys. Like so. You want your pork chops to look exactly like that, nice and coated. And we're gonna take them over to the pot once they start to, you know, once the oil starts to heat up real good. Also, I'm making rice. I'm making white rice. So I'm gonna get my water together. How much water do I want to use? Basically, I know I need to measure my water. So I'm just gonna take you guys back over to here. Yes. Hold on, guys. What you say, please? Okay, that's cool. You can do that. Okay, guys, so it was a change of plans. I'm not going to do the white rice. I'm actually going to do macaroni and cheese. Because my dad want macaroni and cheese and I do too. So why not? I'm going to put this back. So, we're going to make macaroni and cheese. And I'm going to actually use these 365 shells. Now, this I actually got from Whole Foods. So, I'm definitely going to use this tonight. So, all this requires is a little package of cheese and also some water. I mean, not water, milk. So there you go. Alright, so what we doing now, we about to fill this up with some water. I basically gotta, you know, count my cups of water. Cause this is light and, you know, something simple. So this is what we're doing. So let me just take you guys back over. So you guys can see what I got going on. Okay. You kind of want to measure your water because that's how you're going to determine how your stuff going to come out. Sometimes I used to be that person. Comment down below if you was that type of person when you cook, you don't measure your stuff. You just throw it in there because you just look and you go off your instinct like, oh, I got this. This is good. I can cook like this. I don't know a lot of people that do that, but, you know, that's okay. But for me, I used to be that person that wouldn't measure my stuff. But now I like to measure my water so I know, you know, not only how it's going to come out, but what's the texture of the macaroni and cheese or the rice. So whatever the side is that I'm cooking, because sometimes when you don't measure the water, it won't come out right. It's going to taste soggy, or the noodle's going to taste too hard, or it's going to taste overdone. Comment down below if that ever happened to you. Alright, so I don't need this pot. So I always get tongue-tied. Our oil is actually heating up right now. If you guys can hear the popping sound. So I'm gonna do that. I already seasoned my meat. Now we're just gonna put the water on for the macaroni and cheese. So let me just wipe up my stove a little. Kind of get on that side because that's where the oil was. So yeah, you just wanna, you know, take a little minute and kind of just wipe down your stuff. Okay, so that's pretty much that on that. Now we just gonna put the water on, and after that we just gonna let the water you know, let the water boil, and then we're gonna start on our macaroni and cheese, and then we'll do the asparagus last, because this meal is not going to take long. This meal normally takes maybe like an hour, 45 minutes, if that. Pork chops cook pretty quick, so maybe like, I would say 20, good 10, 15, 20 minutes. 20 minutes tops to cook these, because they don't take long. It's pork chops. So now what you want to do, once you hear your oil kind of popping now, you kind of just want to open. Take your time, be careful, because it's really could get dangerous. You want to basically, you know, how should I say it? You basically, let me move a little closer, because I feel like you guys are too far away. So basically what you want to do, is you want to open up your pot, but you want to be careful. Have something in your hand, like, you know, a paper towel or an oven mitt or something, because this could get dangerous. So you want to grab it like so and kind of step back, because the oil does get hot. So what you want to do is, now you want to take your meat, but don't get too close to your stove. Okay, because it is popping now. The grease is ready for the frying. So now we put the first one in. Now we putting the second one in. You can only put 2 at a time, depending on how big your pot is. For me personally, I'm not going to go too crazy with trying to overcoat my pot, because, you know, it's only 4 pork chops and they're pretty big. So, we like Salt Bae and kind of just sprinkle it. So now we're going to put the top back on the pot, like so. And just let your pork chops cook. Once I get the water going for the macaroni and cheese, then that's going to be something else I'm going to show you guys. And that's going to be pretty much it. I'm going to make the asparagus too. So I'm just going to take you guys, you know, through what I'm doing step by step. And then if you got asparagus like this that's frozen, what you want to do is you can put it in the water, put it in a pot. Bring you guys back over here. Okay. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to basically take your asparagus and kind of just put it in a, you know, put it in a tray or a tub of water like this. I'm going to show you guys. Not really much you gotta do. You kind of just want to put it in some cold water. Not so much hot water, because you don't want, hot water kind of brings germs. Well, no, actually it kills the germs. But then again, with frozen vegetables, you don't want to do that, because like they say it's parasites and all types of shit in your food. So you don't want to do that. Don't do that. Just put it in some water like so. Kind of just let your water, you know, run in the pan, and then just, you know, leave it in there like that. I'm so excited, guys. I haven't did a cooking tutorial in God knows how long. I know it's been a minute. I want to keep the cooking tutorials coming to y'all, but the more I cook, I definitely want to vlog and show you guys how I cook, how I clean my meat, how I season my meat. Because everybody is different, you know, and how they do their stuff, which is nothing wrong with it. But me personally, I like to, you know, show you like step by step what I got going on. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let those pork chops kind of brown up a little bit. And then I'm going to come back with part 2. I love you, my sub-stars. And like I said, if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. I'm on $49.30. It costs you nothing. And anything is free. It's damn sure good with me. Okay. Period. I'll see you guys in the next video and part 2. And I love you. Bye.